Good morning. I'm Karina Lopez, and I'm here today to tell you and share with you the journey my family took to become a Habitat homeowner. So I came to the United States when I was 11 years old, leaving my mom and my siblings behind in Mexico. They could not come because they didn't have the proper documentation to be here, and I couldn't stay in Mexico because I'm an American citizen, so I was technically living illegally in Mexico with my mom. It became harder when we arrived because my mom had to learn how to raise my siblings alone, and my dad had to learn to raise me. It was not easy, especially for my dad and I, because we shared one bedroom. He slept on the floor and I slept on the bed. Neither of us knew how to do my hair or makeup, so we didn't keep a lot of school pictures. It became a lot harder as I grew up because we realized that I needed my privacy, but we couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford to pay the house because my dad was not only providing for him and me and paying rent, he was also sending money back to my mom in Mexico and my siblings for them, and also to pay for the proper documentation to get them to the United States. However, we knew we needed a house, we needed a place for us to stay, and we needed a place where my family could come and arrive. And as soon as we started looking at the houses, we found out how hard it was. And that's when we found Habitat. My dad started the process with Habitat in 2011, but we faced some obstacles in the way. To be able to qualify, my family, my mom and my siblings had to arrive to the United States, but we couldn't qualify because we were still in the process. And our first attempt to get them here failed because once they arrived to Juarez, they realized that the lawyer we had been paying a lot of money for to get the proper documentation was a fraud, and he had lied to us all of these years, so my mom was sent back to Mexico. So we had to start all over again. But as soon as my dad came back from Juarez, and as he heard about the bad news and my mom got sent back home, he got some bad news here because he realized that his brother, my uncle, had betrayed his trust and took advantage of it, which caused him to file bankruptcy 1 year later. After we filed bankruptcy, we had lost every hope we had to be able to own a house because he lost his credit, he lost his credibility, so there was no way for us to either own a Habitat home or any home. So we lost hope, and once we told the Habitat staff, they actually never lost hope on us. They sat down with us and they talked with us, they explained to us what the situation was, and they knew it was going to be hard, but they said they were going to help us, and they did. They stayed with us every single year and worked with us every single year until we were eligible to get the house. It took 8 years, but we can finally say that thanks to them and all their support, we own a safe home where our family can grow. And once I graduate, I plan to give back to Habitat in any way I can, as they did to me, for the amazing opportunity they gave us and many other people to be able to own a house and be part of the Habitat community. I also want to thank all of the Habitat community, staff, volunteer, donors, and everybody who's part of it, because thanks to you guys, our family can say that we did not only gain a new home, but we gained a new family. Thank you.